Megan,
No.
do it anyway.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. There's such a delay. I can't tell if you're fucking with me or I can't tell if it seems like it looks like you're looking at me and then being like, last minute.
If it makes you feel a little bit better, I actually cover what your camera is and I just go by, yeah.
Maybe it's easier if we both close our eyes so it's more fair. I mean, I lost that one, so that's one for you. Do you want to close our eyes?
Let's do it.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Shit. That didn't help.
Shit.
Ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You fell for it again, Meg. I didn't have the same thing I did last episode. All right, that's 1-1.
You're so lucky you live so far away. You're so lucky. Come October.
Ready? Closing my eyes. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Damn it. All right, I'll take that L. It's me hosting again.
I like season 2.
You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Rated MA. I'm Allie. This is Megan, and today we are going to be continuing our first ever watch through of Andor Season 2. Today is episode 5. This title is called I Have Friends Everywhere. Ominous, but exciting. I'm ready to get into it. If you are new to our channel, Meg and I do take notes throughout the episodes. So if you see us looking down or writing, we are often just taking notes to discuss at the end of the episode. So if you'd like to stick around for our general discussion, that'll be as soon as the reaction's over. Unless Meg has anything she wants to add. You ready to jump in?
Yeah, I feel like I'm on like a talk show right now.
Any reason why, or?
Your tone of voice, your inflection.
All right, listen, I did broadcasting when I was in college, okay? That's just how it goes.
And it shows.
Okay, kill yourself, Mr. What the hell were you? You couldn't say Palpatine? Papaltine? Is that what you kept saying? Papaltine? I'll take my newscaster voice over Papaltine, Miss Midwest. So, suck on those eggs.
Why does it sound like a fruit spread?
It sounds like you're saying like Snapple or something, like Papaltine.
Got this in the bag. Let's go.
Not the bag. All right, I'm starting the fucking episode. Wait. There's people talking. Hold on. I'm scooting back. Wait. Wait. Normally we just go straight into the episode. This time we got to listen to the intro, guys. Hold on. That's the Andor theme. Corellia. That's Han Solo's planet.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, that was cool as hell.
That was so good.
That's Padme's headpiece on the table.
Of course, it's Clea.
That was super cool.
It was really cool.
Golden 343. We're not to be interrupted. Yes, sir.
She's me for real, snacking and snooping.
Anything urgent?
Not yet.
And our friend's on his way.
Cool. How bold is that of a show to add context into the fucking intro? That was so cool. Tony Gilroy, you've out fucking done yourself, and I didn't think that was possible, sir. Hats off to you.
Gorman?
Visiting friends?
Why do you ask?
I'm curious by nature.
I have friends everywhere.
Aye.
Title of the episode. I have no idea what race or species that was, but that was kind of cool.
It was cool.
He is so fine.
It's really not fair.
There's a rumor they might travel restrictions here.
I thought you were in charge.
This is hardly a Bureau of Standards issue.
I hope someone who knows what they're doing.
So this is like Gorman's version of Clea.
Yeah. They kind of look somewhat similar too.
Looking for is a mystery. There's not much in the way of danger.
Spoke too soon.
I gotta go, Mother. I'll let you know.
Wait! Listen up! I need everybody to step away from their workstations and leave the room immediately.
Oh.
ISB tech suite. Everyone in here will be in custody until we finish our evaluation.
What do you mean custody? On whose authority? This is my office.
Are you refusing a direct Imperial order?
This is insane.
Taken.
Cyril turning. I want Cyril to turn on the Empire so bad.
I like him in this season.
Calling headquarters.
Good luck with that.
Wait till my father hears about this. Same energy.
That's what I was thinking. But Deirdre is Lucius Malfoy. Wait till my girlfriend hears about this.
Which, granted, you should be scared of her.
Yeah, your girlfriend's scary as hell.
We're not to be interrupted. Well,
It's a forgery. It's a good one, but
it should be. It certainly cost enough. I won't tell you what I...
Oh, that's Scalded.
Unfortunately, the dealer I bought it from is dead. He's lucky he's dead.
he may have been fooled as much as we were.
As of this moment, everything in the room is under suspicion. What else have we missed?
Even the finest collections have problems now and then.
One problem is too many. I want vetted.
Those are big listening devices. Those
Yeah.
are not subtle at all.
No.
Is their shop full of forgeries? Is that why she's listening? Oh, this is where we saw this in season 1. It's like an Aston Martin dealership or something in real life.
Oh, that's actually pretty sick. I can see it though.
And there will be new security measures going forward. Because of course, we're bugging our own office.
Warranted crash out, I think. He's even got a fucking beret. It really is Space France.
You know what? It fits for him.
He's actually kind of rocking it a little bit.
Yeah, he is. He looked good.
They tore my office apart. I was interrogated for 2 hours like a criminal.
For coming to the meeting?
No. It's nothing to do with that. They were looking for a listening device.
I can't tell if he doesn't know it's them or not.
I know. Like, how much do you actually know?
He told Deirdre it has to be them.
I don't know.
But I was under the impression he was talking about Axis, not these people. But maybe he is. Maybe he's playing them.
Maybe they're playing each other.
Well, I think they're trying to play him, but I have a feeling that he knows. That's like an actual alarm, though.
Yeah.
Luthen, Bix, maybe?
Luthen.
I have alternatives. We'll find something more exciting. You should rest. You should be here when he gets back.
Give it.
If she fucking gets herself killed while Cassian's gone.
Watch the line. Take your time.
That's pretty cool.
What time's your...
Cool shot.
Oh, that's really sick. Yeah.
Cool shot.
Backing up all our transport schedules. I hate to think what would happen if those biased idiots hit the wrong button.
We can do that for you.
Just get the audit back on track. Make sure to lock up tight.
I love how like 60s it feels. Like it looks like an old TV. Ah, it makes me so happy. I love mid-century modern shit. It's so beautiful.
Star Wars aesthetic. Amazing.
George Lucas did us a favor by dropping this in the 70s, bro.
Yeah, I'll take one from my mother.
Well, you'll want a good one. We'll find them. Oh, man of taste. Best spider on the plaza. Come back safe.
Interesting.
Is he actually working with them, or is he still evil and terrible?
I have no idea. I genuinely have no inkling of a clue.
I have no clue.
Combo. Aí, Potame. Aí seja.
He gave them the transport logs. Okay.
Interesting.
D'abord, t'essayes.
I love a water shot. Now that's Cassian Andor, I think. Oh, no, or is that the other guy that I also thought was Cassian last time?
It's really hard telling from the back.
This guy has immeasurable drip, whoever he is. That's
Oh, it's
fucking Cassian.
That is Cassian.
That's my man.
God, he's so hot.
Where in the sky?
The way I would have just fell to the ground.
It was Moff talking. People wouldn't clear and he wanted to land. And more of us kept coming. We thought there was safety in numbers. Who would land the cruise on a crowd full of unarmed citizens?
Oh, like Tiananmen Square. Interesting. My father. They just went over protesters.
Saving me.
Sorry to hear that.
Haven't gone very far, have I?
I love how much the show draws on real
History
and real events. Yeah. So smart.
Also love that green he's wearing.
I know. Cassian has a fucking 20 stat block in charisma, and it's working on me. He's got to know. He's got to still be bad. There's no way.
Can't believe you had me followed.
Turn out the lights.
Is this freak for freak behavior?
I need a fan fiction of them stat. Allie, write one.
Don't script me into this.
I am who you want me to be. But that's just you getting lucky.
That's a cool shot. Look at that shot.
I'm obsessed.
Oh, this show is so good. That was such a good use of mirrors. Holy shit.
Hey, the people you have following me, they're just drawing attention. Send them home.
I think I have a competency kink, and Cassian's triggering it every episode. I think I'm just really into men who know what they're doing. And also, he's fine as fuck. Is that Cyril?
Is he eating cereal again?
I see the milk.
Sure, spider.
Perhaps I'll call it Cyril.
He's eating cereal.
Don't forget the brooding. The disregard for common sense. Be almost like having you here.
Not Good Morning Carson. Megan, that's us.
Yeah.
That is a botched plastic surgery. Holy cow. Wait. Where?
Are we with
Bix?
Bix?
Oh. Wow, this is a lot of PTSD stuff. Bix is having a fucking time.
Yeah, she is really going through that. Oh.
The drip, bro. Holy shit. Cassian, don't hurt him. Don't hurt him, Cassian.
We've slipped people into some of the work crews, but we weren't sure until now. I'm only meeting you because we find ourselves with a unique opportunity. We have a source inside.
An Imperial source.
Is it fucking Cyril?
Feeding
Is
full
Cassian gonna
information.
meet Cyril? Shut up. I need it.
You're aware of that. They're pretty good at it.
The information is reliable.
Oh no.
We've been tracking the routes and schedules.
I just immediately felt my heart drop to my stomach. Because Cyril knows what he looks like.
Yes, he does.
You can call for me at the hotel. As you wish.
I like that greeting or that goodbye. It's kind of cool. Holy shit. If they fucking introduce him to Cyril, oh no.
How often those attributes align?
You'll need help, sir. The plan, your plan, to bait Gorman as a prize for outside agitators needs to begin somewhere. This could be that.
Yeah, okay. So Cyril is just full extremist. Okay. That's fine. I'd like to make it clear, I was fine with him being a turncoat or being an extremist. Both are fun. I just didn't know which was which.
We need to calibrate retribution carefully. We want them growing bolder. They need to see what winning feels like.
They're gonna fucking walk Cassian right into a goddamn trap.
Yes, they are.
Does Cassian like get captured for like a year on Gorman? Because it's a year is gonna jump. Like, is that how everyone dies, trying to fucking get him out of Gorman?
Could you imagine?
I will say this. If that's what's going on and Cassian is about to get captured, because he obviously can't be killed, but if he's about to get captured, which I don't know that he can be, because why would they not take him to Coruscant and kill him? I don't know.
Well, what's interesting about that is like Luthen was saying that they need Bix healthy for something important. Do you think?
No, I think they were just saying they need Bix healthy so she can continue to serve, because they kind of know she's like dead weight right now.
Is this how Bix dies?
Her and Luthen, that's what I'm thinking, is like if Cassian gets captured, they go to get him and die trying. I don't know. They're gonna fucking send Bix into Skulden's office and she's gonna fuck it up. And she's gonna die. Oh no. I'm so stressed out. Oh no. Oh no. No. Meg.
Yeah.
This is not good.
No.
Never has anything good happened in a spooky dark tunnel.
No.
I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Not once. Well.
My god, is Will gonna try and leave and get fucking killed by fucking Serrera?
Is he ready?
Yes.
Ready enough to do it on his own?
Two Tubes looks so cool, by the way. His character design's fucking awesome.
You think? Or you know?
Ugh, I fucking hate Serrera.
I've done what I can. I've done everything you've asked for. And if I don't show up back home...
I had an idea that was coming, but...
Still always gets you a little bit.
I wasn't expecting it there.
He's been transmitting to the Empire.
Yeah, he did that. I don't know that he actually was a spy. I think he did that so that he could keep Will.
Probably.
Ah, that's a shot from the trailer.
It is such an amazing shot, though. This is probably one of my favorite shots I have seen. Although that mirror one was fantastic in the cafe. That one was amazing, but this one's really cool, too.
Ooh. Mounted on a ship, hit hyperspace.
Let's go. Yeah!
Nice. That was cool. I love hyperspace in Star Wars.
Everyone started to itch. Everyone. All at once.
Now the question is he going to try and blow it up on purpose?
That's what I'm wondering.
But Serrera survives, and so does Two Tubes, because they're in Rogue One, and they die in Rogue One.
Maybe this is how he dies.
Like, I don't really care about Will, but I don't want to see him die, man. Saw, can you shut up? He's trying to do something. That thing is cool, though, whatever it is.
Yeah, it is. Good job, Will.
Revolution is not for the same. Look at us. For love,
Oh, the flare.
cannon fodder. We'll all be dead before the Republic is back, and yet
That was a pretty flare.
here we are. Where are you, boy? You're here. You're not with Luthen, you're here.
Yes.
You're right here, and you're ready to fight.
I love that.
Did he just kill himself?
Let it in, boy. That's freedom calling.
What?
Let it run. Let it run wild.
Don't you dare end there. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you. I need to take a lap. I need to take a lap.
Okay, go ahead.
You've got to be shitting my dick, dude. No fucking way that's how that episode ended.
Good thing we have one more. At least this wasn't the last of the 3.
If that was the last of 3, I would be furious. I would be irate. That was a great episode. I really liked that episode for some reason.
I was a big fan of it. It was pretty good. Oh my gosh, Cassian and Cyril meeting once again. Oh,
I'm so scared. I'm terrified of Cyril again. Well, I mean, I'm not, because I know Cassian's going to survive.
yeah.
But it's just like, I need the scene because I'm a little chaos gremlin, but also the part of me that wants to bubble wrap Cassian and put him in a little ball and hold him like a baby bird in my hands is like, no.
What if like this is how Cyril dies? Cassian kills him.
Cassian killing Cyril would be fucking awesome. Low-key, I kind of think that's in season 1, that was my prediction, was that Cyril ran too hard into Cassian and like found him. It was like, aha, I got you. And Cassian was like, pew, and fucking shot him in the face.
Because Cassie's not going to let him leave again. Like, well, I mean, Cassian ran away last time, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, well, Cassian let him go twice.
Because he gagged him the one time.
Oh, wait, no. I'm trying to remember, because just for the audience clarity, Meg and I have not rewatched recently 10, 11, and 12 of season 1. We actually still have to record those, even though by the time this episode that you are currently watching comes out, those will already have been out for a few weeks. We haven't recorded those yet because we are trying to record season 2
without spoilers.
Yeah, without spoilers, as close to the release drop as we can get. So today is, well, technically it says it's May 1st because I'm in a different time zone than Meg, but it's April 30th, May 1st. So the episodes just came out yesterday for this season. So we're trying to get caught up in these. But I remember in season 1, because Cyril is there during the Rick's Road arc when when Marva dies. Spoiler alert. You guys should know this by now.
If you're watching season 2.
I mean, if you're watching season 2, you have no fucking idea who Marva is anyway. So what doesn't matter. Regardless, when Marva dies and they have her funeral, I know Cyril is there because that's how him and Dedra get together, is he rescues her. He saves her life, remember?
Yeah.
Because she, for the longest time, was like, this annoying fucking dweeb won't leave me alone. He like hero worships me. And then he gets his comeuppance by protecting her and saving her life when she is being attacked during the Ferrix uprising. So that's how the two of them get together. I don't know if, because Cassian is there, I don't know that they ever see him because he comes in, gets Bix, and then gets Will and Brasso and B2 and dips. So I don't think that Cyril ever saw him. So Cyril and him have only interacted once, and Cyril, I was going to say Cyril never saw him, but yes, he did because they spoke in the house. Ooh, man, a rematch between those two.
I'm ready.
With Cyril on an inflated ego trip and Cassian being like, yeah, I just kill people sometimes now.
Exactly, because at first Cassian was like, oh my God, I actually killed someone when it was the accident with the guard and everything. And now he's like, you saw Bix's face? You're done.
I want it to be one of those scenes where like Cyril's about to like evil monologue and Cassian just like shoots him halfway through the monologue of like, because that's the whole complaint, right? Is when you see scenes in movies like, why does the hero not attack while the villain is monologuing?
And you're just like, it's right there.
Cassian is so the character that would do that too. And it would be so funny if it was Cyril, just because it's Cyril. I need it. Okay, I didn't have a ton of notes for this episode. I only had about half a page because I was too entranced. So we heard the intro was super cool because the
So
intro was
cool.
different. And now I kind of feel like we need to go back and rewatch the other episodes to make sure we didn't miss anything in the intros. I don't think we did, but
I don't think it was music because we heard like the little bit of it, and I was like, "Oh, it's different." And you're like, "No, that's like the intro, right?" And I was like, I felt like it was a little different, but I don't know.
I might double check while we're editing. I'll double check that to see, because normally I do like the skip intro and just go to like where it says Andor, because we usually use that as our lead in to the reaction. But we heard the Andor theme mixed in, which was really cool. Like it
That
had
was
that like
awesome.
tinny, grainy, like 1920s effect, which was super cool. We also heard mention of Corellia, which is where Han Solo is from. So that was kind of cool. That was one of the names that I recognized. Cassian got his disguise, which we saw him put to use. His character, I should say, is Varen Sky. He gets like an earpiece that tells him about his backstory, and that he is like a designer headed to Gorman. He's always wanted to go there. There was something about a brother, things like that. We had an ISB tech sweep on Cyril's office. There were listening devices in Cyril's office, which we already knew about from the first episode. And I think it's pretty safe to say it was confirmed that Cyril knew people were listening to him.
Yeah, it was like staged.
He's been playing at the stupid ISB turncoat or whatever, and these poor people on Gorman are fucking falling for it. I say that like I wasn't like, is he? But that's the point of the show, right? Is you're not really supposed to know, because there is always a possibility that how Cyril was treated by the Empire left like a bad taste in his mouth and made it so that he was a little unsure of himself and a little unsure of the Empire. But you know, he's been living with like the number one fascist in the world. So it's, you know.
Pretty much. Yeah. Cyril, honestly, great actor. I mean, he's a great actor. Henry, I think his name's Henry.
No.
Or like that. Harry?
No.
What's his name?
Kyle. You know, Henry. His name is Kyle Solar.
I'm going to be thinking about that all night.
Yeah, Henry is like an old English professor and Kyle is a frat boy.
So Kyle, great actor, but Cyril also great actor. Better than I thought he would be.
Learned a little bit.
Yeah, learned a little bit about Cyril and how his capabilities and everything like that. So he's playing him like a fiddle.
He is, and it's making me anxious.
I don't like it. Yeah, Luthen showing up to Bix and Cassian's apartment, the safe house, and kind of being like, Bix, we need you healthy.
One of the things that was most interesting to me about that scene in particular was that Luthen kind of alluded to the fact that he had done the same drug before, because he told her the nightmares come back worse when you stop using it. She was like, interesting. Like, I've been where you are. I understand why you're doing it, which, you know, could be Luthen just lying or it could be the truth. I think it's interesting either way.
I feel like he's telling them, I feel like he's saying the truth.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, to be fair, I would say Luthen doesn't. Sorry, I'm like totally picking at my eye while I'm trying to talk. Hold on. Luthen, I would say Luthen doesn't lie a lot, but that's not true. He does lie all the time, but he doesn't really have a reason to lie to Bix. And I find it interesting that he is even humoring the idea of her continuing to help, because he strikes me so much as like, this person is no longer useful to me, so I get rid of them, like with Tate Kolma, who we still have not gotten an answer about what happened to him, though we're all like 99% sure that he's gone.
He's dead.
There's been no mention of him whatsoever. But then again, we've only checked in with Mon once, so we didn't see her at all this episode, but
no, I miss her.
Real me.
I know we talked about this in season 1, but I am curious to know if it'll ever be released to what happened to Tay, like how it was done.
I doubt it.
Yeah, it might just be like you said, one of those unsaid things. I think you said that exact same thing last time, where we know he's gone, but it's just never disclosed, and that's just that. And because it's supposed to be like a mystery, so the audience should feel like that too. Sometimes not having the answers is the best thing.
Well, I actually had seen some really interesting commentary on that same idea of like sometimes a non-answer is a better answer, because I had been seeing like in the weeks leading up to the release of season 2, I had seen a lot of people revisiting season 1 exactly like Meg and I did. And one of the conversation topics that came up the most was, do you think we'll ever find out information about Cassian's sister? And there was a really great conversation that I happened to scroll through on Twitter where someone was like, I think the whole point is that he's not supposed to know, which I think we actually did say in another episode of ours, Meg, where I think it is satisfying either way. Like, I, as an audience member, will be satisfied if we do find out what happened to her, just for closure. I like closure. I am not often a fan of ambiguous stories and ambiguous endings, which is why the non-answer often frustrates me particularly, but that is because as a writer, I like to know what happens. But the great thing about fiction and the great thing about stories is that you can decide what happens when there is no answer. That's why it's ambiguous. Like, for example, in a murder mystery, if you have an ambiguous ending of you don't know who the killer is, that leaves the option open of anyone that you think it could be and why. That's who it is. That's the great thing about stories like this. So, in a sense, if we do find out about Cassian's sister, super satisfying, totally happy with it. If we don't, I'm still going to be happy with it because I think that is realistic. And I think that's the conversation point that you and I got to last time of like, it almost makes more sense that he never finds out. It's been 20 years. That planet is inhabited.
It's a huge galaxy.
We knew the Empire was on their way there very shortly after. You know, he's looking for one person amidst star systems, galaxies. Like, it would be,
she could have died.
Yeah, I mean, she probably did die. I mean, that is probably the most logical conclusion, is that his sister, after the Empire came, was either taken in somewhere and something happened or is dead. It's the easiest answer. I mean, if Cassian was her provider and he never came home, she survived a week or two without food, and that's assuming that the others didn't take care of her. That sucks, you know?
Could you imagine if Dedra was his sister?
I knew you were going to say that.
Could you? She's like, I grew up in an orphanage.
An Imperial Kinderblock is where she grew up.
I'm sorry. It just made me laugh thinking about that. I'm like, could you imagine?
Yeah, Dedra and Cassian, brother and sister. That would be crazy.
That would be something.
That's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah. No, I do not think that is Cassian's sister, but it's really funny to think about. Can we talk about that shot?
Let's fucking talk about that shot, bro.
Oh my God.
Hey, editor, replay that fucking shot.
But that's just you getting lucky. People die rushing. You have no idea who I am.
Yeah, it was still cool the second fucking time around. You're welcome.
It's such a good shot. It's such a good shot. Like,
it had depth. It was a mirror shot that had depth. That was so fucking cool.
It was so good. If I ever meet the cinematographer, I swear, I've said this so many times, I ever meet you, I live in LA. I could find you.
Oh my God, Meg. Okay, Cyril, calm down.
I just want to shake your hand and tell you you did the most phenomenal job, but please do not get your shitting order against me. I am a nice person. Excuse you.
Wow, it's so fun to go on IMDb and look at how horribly I've been spelling everyone's names wrong.
Me and your D&D campaign.
Oh my God, literally. Yeah, fun fact, Meg and I are in a D&D campaign that I DM, and I delight in giving them horrible names to pronounce and write down.
And I'm the note taker. So whenever I take it, I'm like, how do you spell that?
How do you spell it? What am I looking? I'm looking for cast and crew. I scrolled past it 6 times. Cinematographer Christoph Nuyens?
Yeah, he did 6 episodes of Andor, but 6 are only out right now, so he might get credited for the rest as they come out.
Has he done? Is it season 2 specifically? Does it say?
He also did One Way Out in season 1.
Well, the writer of One Way Out is the writer of these 3 episodes.
He's done all of it. He's the same guy for all of Andor.
Hey, Christoph. Big kisses for you, buddy. This shit rocks.
You are phenomenal.
This shit is dope as hell.
People are going to be like, who's one of your favorite directors of photography? And I'm going to be like, Christoph Nguyen.
Christoph, but I can't pronounce his last name. I'm so sorry. To make a long story short, the cinematography in the show, as always, is beautiful, stunning, gorgeous, perfect. We love to see it. Back to notes. I just have a few quick points to run, and then we'll wrap up here because I really, really, really want to watch the next episode really bad. So we had this great moment with Saw Gerrera and Will at the end of the episode, in which Will, it seems, gave in to the revolution. He took off his mask to breathe in this toxin, which is the toxin that is driving Saw Gerrera batshit fucking crazy. So that's fun and fresh. Super freaked out about that. Will is gonna be bad. That's not good.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at, yeah, that's fun and fresh.
We also had Rudy, who was the guy that Will spent several days, it seemed, trying to teach him these sequences, this almost like clockwork type style mechanics that he was trying to teach him. And then Saw shot him in the face and he's dead. He says he was an Empire spy, but I don't know how much I believe it. Part of Saw Gerrera is that he's hyper paranoid and he doesn't trust anybody. That's like a whole part of his character.
Do you think they planted that thing on him, like the comm, like the listening unit on him? Like he just bent down and just...
Yeah, I think Two Tubes had it in his hand and he went and reached in and was like, this proves it. Like, how did they know that he was? I mean, it very well could be that he was an Empire spy, but it also makes sense to me that why teach someone to do something that this kid can already do? Let's just keep this kid. We don't need this guy.
Yeah, it just might cause trouble.
Yeah, I think Saw very much killed him just because he saw fucking Gerrera. But another thing that I personally really liked, I'm a big fan of the Clone Wars. I'm actually wearing a shirt with Darth Maul on it.
Let me see it.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
It's Maul, Vader, then Kylo Ren. But one of the things that I loved about this was that it made reference to some of the stuff that we learn in Clone Wars, specifically about Saw Gerrera's sister. There is a whole episode where you learn about Saw Gerrera's sister and how she dies. So that's super cool. And it's Saw Gerrera before he's batshit fucking crazy. So that's fun and fresh also. But yeah, we had a really serious, like, I feel so bad for Bix. Like, she's going through like PTSD. She's a drug addict. She was assaulted. Like, Tony Kilroy, what do you have against Adria Arjona? Like, is she okay?
People who are victims of that do go through that in the struggle and they cope.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's pretty realistic way of coping for this. And I am glad that they're actually bringing that to light, that some people do end up going down this path. I think it's really important, but also it breaks your heart, but it's supposed to, because it's such a horrible thing.
It scares me because everything is so bad for her that in theory it should only get better, but I still think she's gonna die. So it's not going to get better for her. She just has a miserable life.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so scared for her. I really hope she survives. I think the best case scenario is that Bix lives throughout the series, and between the end of this season and Rogue One, she just decides she's had enough and leaves the rebellion. And Cassian is just like, I can't put you through this anymore, and lets her go.
I hope so.
That is best case scenario, because then she's not on Scarif, she's not in the rebellion, her and Cassian don't have a horrible breakup, and she doesn't have to die. Maybe she just gets to go live a peaceful life somewhere. That's all I want for her, but I'm not an idealist, I'm a realist, so I still think she's gonna die.
It's like, oh, I want Nemec to live. I am gonna continue talking about Nemec forever.
I love Nemec.
Rest in peace, you sweet, sweet, sweet boy. He had a manifesto. He had like these things, and then Cassian's like, everything's gonna be okay. It's not.
Hey, good news. Cassian's not around to tell her it's gonna be okay.
True, and Luthen hasn't said that either. So
that's true. Maybe she'll live. This is the soapbox that we're on for this episode.
Please let Bix live. Please. I know this is already finished and already wrapped and everything's already done, but please let her live, because she's one of my favorite characters.
I know. I love her so much.
I do too.
All right, that was the end of my notes. Anything else from you, Meg?
No, that was pretty much it for me.
Well, we will wrap up our discussion of Andor Season 2, Episode 5 right here, and we will see you in Andor season 2, episode 6, the next one. Very, very, very excited. We will catch you guys there. Bye.
See ya. Bye.